game, and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas A&M Aggies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Ole Miss head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hits inside, it's Henderson. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Throws it back. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Quarterback signaling to his guy.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Looking for room. It's Owens. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Throwing Reed. Right side, it's Owens. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive.
Blue 30. Hey, kill it. 949 rock star. 949 rock. 180 race car. 180 race car.
A run for the quarterback. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And run inside. It's Henderson. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Matthews. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. Going deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the secondary.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. It was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Bunch formation for these receivers. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Reed to throw. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
Long way to go on second down. Scanning the field, it's Reed. Fires to the middle. This time he's got it. Gets it out past 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a first down as this offense tries to put together a long drive. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Reed, rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way to get a few first downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Looking for room. Gets away from one. He's got space. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 4th down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Quick give. It's Henderson. Knocked down immediately.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Gets the back moving. Taylor wants to throw. They're all over him. Intercepted for the 11th time. There he goes. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a beautiful sight. Not only are we big and strong and powerful and athletic, you can just have unbelievable hands to the mix, because we can catch a football too, just like those little DBs, create turnovers, force interceptions. Let's go.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. Quarterback changing the play. Reed. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble and throws. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Brown. Still on his feet at the 45. And they exploited that soft spot. And they get it down to the 35. The Aggies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. Straight ahead, it's Owens. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They'll send the back in motion. Throwing Reed. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Maybe a crease. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Driving forward, it's Owens. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. This is a designed run. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who the more physical side is.
Here's Reed to throw. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Just drives it between the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The keeper on the option. Turning it on. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it...
Right down the middle. He's at the tip. Touchdown, Rebels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And right down the middle. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Reed. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. Didn't pick up a lot there, but he does get out of bounds, and we are at the 2-minute timeout. And here comes the offense on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Owens. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Wide receiver going in motion. Powers inside. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Reed. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Second and long here. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Running inside, it's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Hauls it in. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Throwing Reed. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Finds his man. It's Owens. Texas A&M will use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Unloads to the right. Caught. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Here's Reed to throw. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Sets his feet. It's Reed. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
No good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open?
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
Reed. The short hands. It's Johnson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed. Throwing right. He's got an open man. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
2nd down to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Reed to the air again. He tries to take the top off. Got it in stride inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
Finds his man on the RPO. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Making the adjustment. On the move. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it. They're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that one stings for this offense, man, because your defense just gave up points. They grabbed the momentum. You're trying to go get it back. And what do? You cough the football up, put your defense right back on the field. They got to answer the bell this time. Last time they gave up points. This time they're going to need to go bail you out and make you look good.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Taylor wants to throw it. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run out.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
3rd and long coming up.
Ready? 2-22.
Throwing Reed. Moving out to the right. Unloads to the wideout. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Punt is on its way. And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Really nice job there by the punter on that one, getting a lot of hang time and allowing the gunners to get down the field so they could play it off the bounce, down it. Nice coffin corner kick.
This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. Tells the run, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Out wide right, it's Alexander. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. On the ground with the counter. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Rush is on the move and looking. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Sells to run, looking to pass. Buying a little time to his left. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Maybe a double pass. A little floater there that falls incomplete.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense is really good, man.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. Then headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it to the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
On the move from inside his 5. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Here's Reed to throw. Looking for a huge play. Got it down the field. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Rebels offense is back on the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. From the gun, it's Henderson. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40, the 20, he's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Into the end zone with a breakaway score. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 27-yard line, just couldn't quite shake free. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Drew a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Motion from the wide receiver. Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Drops back. It's Reed. Intercepted, number 19. Looking for more room.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This is field position that you dream of. Yeah, I'll take it on the 2. He's looking to throw. Still looking to his right. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll try to run it with Frazier. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough. Frazier again. Touchdown, Rebels. And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes this out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He stopped right there. Oh, he He might have been a step away from taking that one a long way. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football.
Blue 85.
They'll move the tight end. Reed. Caught in the backfield. It's Owens. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Look out! And here's the third interception of the night. He'll try to take it back.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Ready. White 29.
They'll run the counter. Pushes ahead for one. It's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. Shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Open space at the 25. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
And on the third play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Running the red zone, it's Henderson. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. With that, he's got 101 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They give it to him again.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And on 4th down, they'll take a knee, but this was just about over. They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. they can stop the clock a couple more times, and they need to get it back fast, down 2 possessions as the clock keeps winding down.